Jai Hind cadets, today we are going to learn some more important rules of spotting errors in this new session. This is session number 5. In this session, we are going to learn some important rules, their examples, and some tricks to solve questions on spotting errors in NDA written examination and any other competitive examination. So, without wasting any time, let's continue. This is rule number 1. Here we are going to learn about the words farther and further. The difference between farther and further is the difference of distance and some additional task. Farther shows distance. Far from one place, if something is far from one place, we use the word farther at a far distance, at a particular distance. That is farther, and further means in addition, something in addition. When we are talking about, then we use the word further. As you can see in the example, the first example is incorrectly used. He insisted on farther improvement. Farther shows a distance. Here, the word needs to be further, additional improvement. So the correct sentence is sentence number 2. He insisted on further improvement. It means some additional improvement. So it was rule number 1. Now let's go to rule number 2. Here we are going to learn the difference between each and every. When we are talking about two people or two things or three people or three things, we use the word each. But when we are not talking about two things or two people, we are talking about more than two. In that case, we use every. In the example, you can see every of the two boys. This is correct. This is incorrect because here we are talking about only two boys. That's why the correct word will be each of the two boys. Each will be the correct word. Each of the two boys will get a prize. So this is now the correct answer. Now let's go to rule number 3. Here in this rule, we are going to talk about when to use some and when to use any. Whenever we are using an affirmative sentence, we use the word some, or a positive sentence. In a positive sentence, that we use some. But in a negative sentence or in an interrogative sentence, in a question, whenever a question mark is there in the end of a sentence, we don't use the word some, we use the word any. As you can see in the example, have you bought some mangoes? Have you bought some mangoes? This is incorrect because it is not an affirmative sentence. It is not an assertive sentence. It is an interrogative sentence. Okay, it is not an affirmative assertive sentence. It is interrogative sentence. In an interrogative and in a negative sentence, we use the word any. And the correct sentence will be, have you bought any mangoes? This is now the correct one. Now let's go to rule number 4. Here we are going to learn how to use the comparative form and superlative form. Okay, we don't use the superlative form when we are talking about two people or two things. When there is comparison between only two things or two people, we use the comparative form of an adjective. But when there is a comparison among more than two things or more than two people, we use superlative form. Okay, generally, when one thing is compared with more than one thing, then we use superlative form. But when one thing is compared with another only one thing, then there is comparison between only two things, and in that case we use the comparative form of an adjective. Here you can see in the first example which is the best of the two. Here the comparison is between only two things, and we cannot use the word comparative form of the word good. That is best. Best is the comparative form of good. Good, better, best. Better is comparative form, so the comparative form will come here in place of best, because there is comparison between only two things. So the correct answer will be which is the better of the two. Now let's go to rule number 4. Here we are going to learn when to use er form of an adjective, that is comparative form, er form, and when to use more form. When we are talking about two different qualities of the same person, we don't use the er form of an adjective in comparative degree. Okay, when we are talking about two different qualities of the same person, although the adjective can be converted into er form, the er form is not used here in this case. Okay, so here you can see in the first example, he is wiser than brave. Here er form of the adjective wiser is used. And here we see that both of the adjectives wiser and brave, both of the adjectives are used for the same person. So two qualities are mentioned of the same person. In that case we use more form of the adjective. He is more wise than brave. This is the correct sentence. Now always remember that when we are talking about two different qualities of the same person, don't use the er form of a comparative adjective. Okay, we use the more form of the comparative adjective. That's rule number 5. Now let's go to rule number 6. In this rule we are going to talk about when comparison is made by means of a comparative. See, sometimes while comparing, we use the word other. As you can, let's go directly to the rule. You will understand more easily by going to the directly to the example. Okay, he is cleverer than any boy in the class. Means here the comparison, his comparison with is with any other boy. So other word, the word other should be used there. So that is the rule. He is cleverer than any other boy in the class. Okay, here we'll have to exclude the class. Okay, that is the point in rule number 6. Now let's go to rule number 7. In rule number 7, we are talking about superlative degree. Okay, whenever we are using a superlative degree, we don't use the word other here. Okay, as we use in comparative form, any other, cleverer than any other. Okay, instead of any other, the cleverest of all. Okay, so here we use he is the strongest of all other men. Okay, means any other, instead of any other we say the we use the word all. Means his comparison is not with any other individual. His comparison with is with all other boys, all other men that who are in discussion in this sentence. Okay, so when one thing is compared with all other things, means one more than one other thing, then we use superlative form of the adjective. That's rule number 7. Now let's go to rule number 8. In rule number 8 we can see that when two persons or things are compared, it is important that the same parts of the thing should be compared. And this kind of question has appeared many a time in ND examination. We generally commit this mistake. Let's go directly to the example to understand it more clearly. The population of Bombay is greater than Delhi. What is greater than what? That is important. Bombay is not greater than Delhi. Means here we are not talking about like this. Here the comparison is not between Bombay and Delhi. The comparison is between the population of Bombay and the population of Delhi. The comparison of the population of Bombay is with the population of Delhi. It is not with Delhi itself. Okay, so the correct word will be that of. Okay, instead of the population, instead of the noun population, we are using here the pronoun. Instead of the noun, we are using a pronoun that. The population of Bombay is greater than that of Delhi. That of means the population of Delhi. So that's rule number 8. Now let's go to rule number 9. This is the last but one rule in this today's session. Double comparatives and superlatives should not be used. When we are comparing, when we are using er form of an adjective in comparative degree, we don't use more before it. As you can see in this example, he is more wiser than his brave. Wiser is itself a comparative form of the adjective made by using the suffix er. Wise, wiser. The suffix er is added to the adjective wise. Okay, so we have already converted it into comparative form. Then there is no need of using the word more before it. So this is double, this is the use of double comparatives. And as far as superlatives are concerned, we generally use the most wisest. Okay, the most wisest. This is incorrect. When est, the comparative form, the superlative form is made by adding the suffix est, we don't need to use the word most before it. So that's rule number 9. Now let's go to rule number 10. This is the last rule in this today's session. The comparative adjectives, there are some typical comparative adjectives. With them we don't use the word than. Sometimes we say he is superior than me, he is inferior than me. Okay, prior than. We don't use the word than before these typical comparatives. comparative adjectives. So the adjectives are superior, inferior, senior, junior, prior, anterior, posterior, prefer, etc. With these adjectives, or with these, prefer is a verb. Okay. With these words, we don't use what we call than. We don't use than, and typical mistake is done by our students, and this kind of question is mostly asked in competitive exams like ND examination. So never forget these words, and with these words we use the word to. Okay, he is senior to me. Don't use the word he is senior than me. So the example is he is senior than me. This is incorrect. He is senior to me. He is junior to me. He is inferior to me. He is superior to me. Okay. Dear cadets, that's all for now. You can contact us at the given email ID. You can also contact us at the given phone numbers. Visit us at the website dcaurangabad.org for more details about the institution, which is a renowned institution for the defense services. And don't forget to contact us at the various social platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp. That's all for now. Thank you. Have a nice day.